Whoa, creepy. So let's see what questions we have only on Paranormal, True or False. It is free to subscribe. Please subscribe. It really helps the channel out. Thank you. Is this a shadow person? On the left side of our screen we see a dark figure race across the screen. Is it a shadow person? No, it's actually a bug on the lens that's walking across the lens and then takes off and flies away. What is this ghostly figure? In the distance, we will see a ghostly figure move from the right side of the screen to the left side of the screen and then start walking back and forth in the distance. What was that? Is it a ghost? Is it dangerous? I think this is that atypical IR sensor issue where it's just too far away and the camera can't pick it up because the only light source is from that IR sensor. So I think it's just a human being. They may be dressed in similar clothing as the background, but either way, I think it's a camera glitch. Is this a demonic figure? As the camera goes into this room, we suddenly will see a dark shape up against the wall, and as it gets closer, it turns and looks. What is that thing? Is it demonic? Is it dangerous? It appears to be a cloaked figure with glowing eyes. Chances are this is either staged or a prank. Either way, I think it's a human being in a costume, but it doesn't change the fact that it's really freaky. Is this a Sasquatch? As the camera and a flashlight is being used in the pitch dark, suddenly it will land on a figure. What is that? Is that a Yeti? An albino Sasquatch? What is that thing? It would be really cool if this really was a Sasquatch, but I think this again is a person in a costume. It's good footage, but not convinced it's real. Let me know in the comments section below if you think this is proof of a Sasquatch. What is this figure in the night? As this vehicle travels along these tracks, we will see a figure walking on the other side of the tracks. What is that? Is that a ghost? What is it? I'm not sure why we always assume that when we're in a vehicle and we see someone walking alongside a road, or in this case, railroad tracks, why do we always jump to the conclusion it's a ghost? It could be a rancher checking his fence or checking his cattle to make sure they're safe in the snowstorm. Why can't it just be a human being? Very much living, not the Walking Dead. What is this figure in the doorway? This house appeared abandoned, but then we will see a ghostly figure walk by the door. What is that? Is it possible the house is not abandoned? Is it possible it's just a little old lady in a white dressing gown? Is it possible it's someone else exploring that abandoned building? It could be a prank, it could be a hoax, or it could be staged. I'm not convinced it's paranormal. Are you? Is this a ghost crossing this road? As we watch this ghostly figure cross the road, we will see that traffic does not seem to notice it, whether it's a bicycle, a motorcycle, or even cars are oblivious to this thing walking across the road. It even appears like cars are hitting it, but it's still there. Is it a ghost? Even this vehicle doesn't look like anybody's driving it. So that tells me it's possible we're dealing with a camera glitch. So do we have a bug on the lens that's just parked there on the lens? Do we have a editing effect or a video effect? Or do we have a camera glitch? I'm not convinced it's paranormal, but it could just be an IR sensor issue as well. What do you think on this one? Do you think it's paranormal? Is this a poltergeist? In the center of our screen, we will start to see objects falling onto the staircase. What caused all those books to fall? Is it an earthquake? Is it some other vibration, such as a train or a plane? Is it just poorly stacked? Is it a prank on whoever's watching the security footage? Is it staged by the people in charge of the security footage? Or is it a ghost? A poltergeist? A demon? Could it have been an animal that knocked it over? Could there be somebody hiding over there and simply pushed all of those books onto the staircase? And what is that thing that looks like a head? Probably has no bearings, but it is a freaky head. This is one of those where I can see how it could be staged or faked, but I really hope it's real. Are these objects possessed? At the end of the room, we will suddenly see objects rolling across the floor. What's going on? It appears that a glass refrigerator door is being opened, and then a couple of cans roll out onto the floor. What caused that glass door to open? What caused the objects to roll out onto the floor? Is there someone hiding on the other side of that table, out of sight, and just opened up the door and threw a couple of cans out onto the floor? Was a string used? Is this staged, a prank, or a hoax? Is this a previous owner who wants our undivided attention? Let me know in the comments section what you think on this one. Is it paranormal or a hoax? Is this a ghostly ghoul? Towards the right center of our screen, we will suddenly see a white creature go left to right across the screen. It had a humanoid shape to it. Is it living? Is it an alien? Are these people in danger? Or is this a hoax, a prank, staged, set up? I know I say this often, but to me it's just a human being in a costume. It's creepy and it's weird, but that's their intention, I think. It even looked like he slipped and almost fell. Is this an alien? As this man walks towards this cave, suddenly he spots what looks like an alien. Big head, spindly arms. That thing is yelling at him. It looks mean and dangerous. So when the guy sees it and realizes what it is, look how he jogs away. That is not a panic run. He just lopes away. And the cameraman doesn't really move or freak out. He just stays right there with it for a couple of seconds, longer than the guy that casually loped away. Based on those two guys' reaction, I would have to say that this is an animatronic or a puppet, or computer graphics. What is this shadowy figure? A stationary camera aimed at this door suddenly picks up a shadowy figure walking towards the door, then disappears. Is this a ghost? If this is a video effect, then it's really well done and really believable. If this is a video effect, then what they could have done is filmed it twice, where once with nothing there and then once with a person walking there, and then they cut and paste it together basically and do an overlay and just made that real human being completely dark and transparent. I'm not really seeing the normal sharpness of edges that can be indicative of that type of a video effect. Possible with the blurry edges, it's a masking technique. If this is real, it could be a residual haunting. I think this one might be real. Even when it fades away in particles. It doesn't just completely disappear, all of it at one time. You'll still see the shoulders long after the rest of the body appears to be gone. Like I said, if it's fake, they've done a great job. If you agree or disagree with my analysis, please leave a comment below. You will find links to social media platforms for this channel as well as for Jim Riley in the description below. Be safe and don't investigate alone. If you appreciate this type of analytical analysis, please subscribe. And remember, question everything. Thanks for watching Paranormal, True or False.